It's February 22nd, and we have just gotten an update to the IRS Where's My Refund system for everybody whose transcripts updated last night. So exciting news. Congratulations if you were in that group. Some people that haven't been able to check their transcripts or just haven't had access through the ID.me system were able to check this morning and woke up to see that they had the advance. So, I mean, not the advance. They had the update with the 2 bars. So, those deposits will be scheduled for Wednesday, 2/26, as predicted. And if you had been following along to the DSEN channel and all our videos lately, then you would know that these predictions are pretty much all been going through on point as per usual. And been getting some questions in the comments about the TurboTax refund advance. It's been like hit or miss with some people. Some people have gotten them the day that their transcripts updated. And then other people I've talked to, they contacted TurboTax and they hadn't gotten the advance, and they're actually closer to the 5-day period. In other words, you know, they paid an extra $25 for the refund to go to their account 5 days early, and now it's like 2 days before the scheduled date and they still don't have it. So what TurboTax is telling some of those people is that they're going to get a refund if they didn't get it early. So they'll refund that $25 to them because you paid for the 5 days early. You should get it 5 days early. What I can tell you is if you did like the refund advance at the beginning of the tax season, if you paid your fees out of the refund, your refund is being directed through SBTPG. So if you've never checked them before, you log in, you go to the SBTPG.com, which is the Santa Barbara Tax Products Group. All the money from TurboTax, where people, like I said, do the refund advance, do the fees paid out of the refund, that all routes through that company. And there's an option there where you can check for taxpayers. You put in your federal information as if you were doing the Where's My Refund. And so you log in with your social and your refund amount, and SBTPG.com, they will tell you if they've received the money from the federal government to forward it to you. So, for example, I checked mine this morning, and it does say funded. In other words, they do have the money. We're scheduled for Wednesday the 26th. Santa Barbara Tax Products Group, they already have our money, in our case, like me personally. It says the account's funded. They've received the money. They received it last night. So they're notorious for holding on to the funds and not releasing early. Typically, they'll release the day of. So I'm not expecting them to send the money to me before next Wednesday. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of questions in the comments from that. Will they send the money before the deposit date? In the case of if you used TurboTax specifically and you paid your fees, processing fees, the TurboTax costs out of your refund, you're likely not going to get your refund until the day of. They even if they have that money, but you can at least check and see if SBTPG actually received the money or not yet. And the way you can tell if they sent the money to you is if they send the money from their bank to you, is there'll be a trace number on the dollar amount at the very bottom where it says your refund is dispersed. Excuse me. And it will say refund dispersed, and there'll be a trace number, and that's when you know they've actually sent the money to your bank account or to your credit card or whichever method you used. So what else? Some people in the comments have mentioned they didn't get the update on the transcripts. Maybe they're still blank. Maybe they did update, but they just got the credit codes. So if you were not included on Friday in those transcript updates, then the next time you would likely update on the transcript would be next Friday, which would mean if you got the 846 next Friday, then on Saturday morning you would get this Where's My Refund 2-bar update. So lots going on, lots of people still waiting. It was a big week. A lot of people did finally see updates that have been waiting on Path. Path is no longer a thing for this year. We don't have to worry about that causing any more delays. So now it's a matter of, was your return kicked over to the errors department? Is there an identity verification that needs to be done? So it's pretty much now you're just waiting to check those transcripts if you haven't gotten anything, and hoping you don't see any of the quote-unquote bad codes. What else did we need to talk about this morning? I guess that's about it. Like, it was just really a big morning. People checking their Where's My Refund. Like I said, it's a bigger morning for the people that never check the transcripts or don't have access to them. Because this would be the first morning a lot of those people would also check Where's My Refund and finally see the 2 bars. So will you get your money early before the 24th or 25th or 26th, which is what the dates were that have been issued the past few days? If you didn't pay your fees out of your refund, it really depends on your bank. So, like I said, the IRS has pretty much already sent that money out for all those dates. So now it's up to the bank as to when they're going to post the money to your account. So some banks are called what we call no-hold banks. They just release it once they know they're getting it or have received it. They'll make it immediately available to you. Other banks hold it until the posting date, which they have a right to. I know it's frustrating and we all get a little anxious sometimes because, you know, you might need the money or you've been waiting for it. And it's frustrating to know that the bank probably has it and they're not releasing it to you, but they're legally allowed to hold it until the date of the scheduled deposit. So unfortunately, in this situation, we're powerless to it. The banks have all the power for that. And then for the people, as I said, just to reiterate, the people that paid the TurboTax 5-day early $25 fee, I'm suspecting a lot of people are going to start seeing that money today. Some people reported getting it yesterday. Some people may see it this morning. And then for the people that once it starts getting to Monday or Tuesday, if you still haven't gotten it, TurboTax is telling people they're going to refund the $25 fee to you as well, which is only the right thing to do. So we'll see if they keep their word on that. And that's about it. I'm going to go into Target and do some shopping. I hope everybody has a great week. Take care, everyone.